And we're back in Studio 7 as we'd like to welcome in basketball graduate student forward Lauren Van Kleunen. Lauren, it's great to have you back on the show. This is your third time.
Yes, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get right into it. You know, this season being your last of collegiate play, that is, what was the mindset going into it for you?
I would say probably just enjoying every moment. I think so much, you only get your 4 years, and luckily I got the chance to have 2 extra ones. So I understood as a 6-year coming back how important that was to myself and to my team. And I just wanted to leave everything I could out there on the floor, and I definitely think I did that. And
talking kind of more about this season, although you guys did not get, win a championship in the WNIT.
Yeah.
What was it like playing those final postseason games at the McGuire Center? Coach Duffy has told us before that you love playing there. So what was that like for you?
It was unbelievable. Just to be able to play in front of a Marquette Nation and my family and my friends. And it was something that, we didn't necessarily have last year. So to be able to have that chance and to be able to do that was huge. To have the fans come out, to have the support from other athletes. Unbelievable. To have the last game as a whiteout. Just it shows that camaraderie that Marquette Nation has and Marquette University has, and that's why you ultimately come to Marquette.
And kind of talking about your time overall here at Marquette, has it lived up to everything you hoped it would be over your 6 years?
I think even more. I absolutely think even more. When you commit, you don't know what you're necessarily getting yourself into, but I trusted the staff. That was Coach Keeger before, and then obviously when Coach Duffy came through and started her tenure here, I trusted her too. So it's lived up to any expectations I ever had. The people I've met, the memories I've made, the opportunities I've had has been unbelievable.
And then kind of talking about that a little bit more, over the years you've kind of developed this signature hook shot move. Did you ever envision that becoming a part of your career?
Not at all, honestly. I think, just each year you try to get better some way, somehow. And that was something that kind of continuously throughout the year, this remained the same with me, try to be consistent with that. And that's just, trying to get better every year. And that's what I tried to do. And then, ultimately add to my game in other ways as well throughout my years here.
Talking about adding to your game in other ways, like you just said, who's been your biggest mentor over the last 6 years? Is it a player, a coach, both?
Man, yeah, I would say honestly, coaching staff. Between Coach Keeger and then I think personally also Coach Duffy and Coach Justine Ratterman. They've elevated my game to a place I never anticipated it going, and just the trust and the the consistency that they've had with me day in and day out, I think was huge and something I'm so glad to be a part of. And I think that's what ultimately took my game to the next level.
Yeah, and then you've accomplished a lot in your career here, obviously, but is there a specific moment where you go, that is going to be something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life?
One specific moment. That's a great question. I would probably say senior day. Senior day, absolutely taking it all in, soaking it all in. When I walked down in front of with my family, in front of my teammates, in front of my best friends, in front of the crowd that we had at the McGuire Center, I realized, gosh, this is a special place at Marquette University, and just the importance of the camaraderie that we have, the unity that we have on this team, and with this program. I know that I'm going to be a part of this program for the rest of my life. I'm going to forever be a Golden Eagle, and just how much respect and how much passion I have for this university, I think really shows.
And then over the last 6 years, which season would you rank number one?
Number one. Yeah, that's another good question. You're good with this. I would probably, this might be different than a lot of people would say. I would say my redshirt year, just from the standpoint of the mindset and the mental capacity that it took for me to get there, and just how physically you have to be locked in to be able to be as best as you can be. But I would have to say, aside from that, probably the year before last year, so my sophomore year, just having the chance to be in the NCAA tournament, going down, making it to the second round. I don't know if I can pinpoint necessarily one season. All of them have been phenomenal in different ways, but those definitely stick out to me. And then obviously this year, just having that double WNIT run here at the McGuire Center has been unbelievable, and playing with my best friends, my teammates. Definitely, I'll have to say all 6 seasons, honestly.
Certainly a lot to take in over 6 years.
Yeah.
And you talked about it earlier about senior day being one of your favorite, most memorable games. But What about any fun moments you've had here during your time at Marquette? Was there any particular trip you had as a team maybe or something like that?
I would say honestly, we had the chance to go to Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was my sophomore year, just a foreign trip, and just to be able to see the world and see it, with your best friends, see it with your teammates, go to play games against a bunch of different teams than the teams you're playing in the conference or your typical non-conference schedule that you do. Just to have that chance and again that opportunity because of Marquette basketball was definitely unbelievable to be a part of.
Definitely. And then what does the future look like for Lauren Van Kleunen? We just saw on Twitter earlier that the WNBA just released a list of eligible players that can be drafted, and your name was a part of that list.
Yes.
So what does the future entail?
Yes, so I did obviously announce that I'm going to qualify for the draft. And then hopefully, depending on what happens with that, I'm going to go play overseas. Right now, I'm just doing also a local coaching with a local AAU program as well, so I'm going to get into that a little bit. And then, the plan is to play overseas for as long as possible. I think to experience the world, play the game that you love, and see different things is a great opportunity for me to do, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck going forward, but that's all the time we got for right now. Thank you again for coming on the show. We really do appreciate it.